Hi Aquarius, welcome to your love reading for April 2020. Let's go ahead and see what is coming up for you. This is a love reading for the sign of Aquarius for April 2020. You have the Two of Swords. Love reading for the sign of Aquarius for April 2020. Ten of Pentacles. Love reading for the sign of Aquarius for April. Queen of Wands. Love reading for the sign of Aquarius for April. Ten of Cups. Love reading for the sign of Aquarius for April. You've got the Four of Swords. Love reading for the sign of Aquarius for April. Two of Cups. Love reading for the sign of Aquarius for April. You've got the Emperor. Love reading for the sign of Aquarius for April. Three of Wands. And the Two of Wands. Okay, what's the most important thing that Aquarius needs to hear about their love life for April 2020? The message that you have, Aquarius, is the Six of Rings, which is the Six of Pentacles, and it does represent you getting what you deserve, receiving the relationship that you want, the love that you deserve. So we'll come back to this card in a minute and see how it ties in with the rest of the reading. Let's go ahead and start at the top. And if you would like a private reading with me, just go to my website, channeltheguidance.com, and I'll put a link down below. So let's see what you have going on here. You're starting with the Two of Swords, Ten of Rings, which is the Ten of Pentacles, and the Queen of Wands. So you do have a fire sign here. This would be Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, male or female, sun, moon, or rising. It can also be you of Aquarius if you have a moon or rising and a fire sign. So we have a relationship here with the Ten of Pentacles. This can be a marriage, commitment, stability. And it seems like someone is stuck. I mean, the Two of Swords means that someone is refusing to make a decision. Someone is refusing to take action. So some of you, you may have a relationship that you really want to see happen here. Or perhaps you're already in this relationship or in a marriage where someone is not really kind of wanting the same thing as you, or someone is refusing to make a decision about your relationship or, again, your marriage. This is someone who is stuck and is just kind of refusing to, again, take action. Now, if you look at the next row here, we do have the soulmate card. So there is, a very special bond between you and another person. You also have the Ten of Cups. I mean, this can represent marriage, children, but it also represents a very happy and fulfilling relationship. So I do see, a soulmate here. Again, this is, there's a very special bond between you and another person. And there is a very, happy relationship that's here, but it's like this person is not quite seeing this with the Two of Swords. They're refusing to make a decision about your relationship or your marriage. And we have, stuck energy here. We also have the Four of Swords. So usually with the Four of Swords, somebody maybe has taken a step back from you or is asking you for some space. This is someone that needs time to think. So perhaps if you're in love with someone, you're in a relationship, and maybe this person is not seeing what you're seeing. Maybe you see this person as the one. This is someone that you want to spend the rest of your life with, and maybe this person is not quite there yet. This means that this person does need some time alone to think about things, to really see, again, that connection that you have here, the relationship that you could have here. Now, if we look at the bottom row, and I'll hold them up for you if you can't see them, you've got the Emperor. So, I mean, the Emperor does mean that somebody has to take control in this relationship. And I feel like we're talking about this person with the Two of Swords who is refusing to make a decision about a relationship or a marriage. The Emperor is someone taking back their power, someone who is in control. Now, it can also be you if somebody has kept you waiting, because we have the Two of Wands here. And we also have the Three of Wands, which is interesting because both of these cards represent waiting. So for the sign of Aquarius, you're being told there has been perhaps waiting. I feel for some of you, it can be you, or maybe you've been waiting for someone for a really long time. It's time for you maybe to take control. Maybe you have to give someone an ultimatum. But for others, it can be that this person who has kept you waiting, again, Two and Three of Wands, maybe needs to take back their power. They have to make a decision. The Emperor is just kind of being in control, being in the driver's seat. Okay, let's get a few more so we can get the rest of the story. What other messages are there for the sign of Aquarius for April 2020? Seven of Rings, which is the Seven of Pentacles. Three of Swords. And the Queen of Cups. So we've got a water sign now. First it was a fire sign, now it is a water sign. This would be Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, male or female, sun, moon, or rising. Perhaps, this can be the person you're involved with. It can also be you if you have a moon or rising in a water sign. Either way, there is a decision that needs to be made here. We have the Seven of Pentacles, and this card doesn't mean that somebody has a decision to make, and this is someone who is being very careful. So perhaps some of you, maybe you're in a relationship, or maybe you're wanting to see a relationship move to a higher level of commitment. Maybe you want this, this commitment, the stability with the Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups. But there is a strong message that you are waiting here. You're waiting maybe for someone to make up their mind. With the very first card being the Two of Swords. It's like somebody is dragging this out. Someone's refusing to make a decision. And you also have 3 number 2s now. So you have the Two of Swords here, Two of Cups here, Two of Wands here. The 2s do represent decisions, choosing between 2 things, 2 people, 2 outcomes. And again, this is a card of decision. So I feel like something is going on for the sign of Aquarius where it's time for decisions to be made. Because I do see heartache here. We've got the 3 of Swords. Perhaps some of you might be feeling heartbroken as far as if a decision is made. What does this mean for your relationship? What does this mean for your marriage? Because there is someone here who's being very, very careful. So I don't know if this is you or this is the person you're involved with, because this is a general reading. This is someone who is taking their time, weighing the pros and cons, like what am I going to do? And it can be this water sign here, or it can be this fire sign. But this can also represent a potential kind of breakup or divorce where somebody is kind of contemplating, like, what should I do? Okay, let's get a few more from the confirmation deck. What other messages are there for the sign of Aquarius for April 2020? You've got the Page of Wands, 10 of Wands, and Death. Okay, what's the most important thing that Aquarius needs to hear about their love life for April 2020? Wow, so you have the Emperor 2 times. Here you go, same card, different deck. So for the month of April, it's definitely time for you to take back your life, take back your power. I mean, especially if you've been waiting forever for someone to make a decision. Because again, the Emperor 2 times, but the first card is stuck energy. Like someone is refusing to choose you, or someone is refusing to make a decision. It is time for you to really kind of step it up here, step up your power. It's time for you to it's time to give up an ultimatum. I mean, sometimes that is exactly what you don't need to do, but it's like you've got to take back your power here because there is a strong message that you have been waiting. You've got the 2 and 3 of Wands. So you have been waiting here, waiting patiently, maybe for someone to be ready for a relationship. You've got the 10 of Pentacles here. You've got the 10 of Cups here. And it's like somebody's saying, give me some space. I need more time. I don't know how I feel. But meanwhile, there is a very kind of, strong emotional connection here with the soulmate card. Now, as far as the cards I just pulled for you, I mean, you've got the Page of Wands, which does mean that there can be a change in the situation. This is very lighthearted energy. This is good news, a positive change. You also have Death, which can represent the sign of Scorpio. But, I mean, this is a huge transformation. Maybe a relationship where things have been going nowhere. I mean, with the 2 of Swords, the 2 and 3 of Wands, and the Emperor 2 times, I feel like everything can turn around for you in a relationship that seems stuck or a relationship that seems doomed, because you have the 10 of Wands, which means that you might be feeling pretty frustrated with a relationship or a marriage. You might feel like giving up, like it's pretty hopeless, nothing's going to happen. Some of you might be feeling like I can't stop this divorce, or I can't prevent this breakup. There can be a positive change here. The key is you taking back your power, and for some of you, it could be that you have to put your foot down. And maybe it is time to give this person an ultimatum. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to the X spread. Okay, Aquarius, let's go ahead and see what's going on between you and your ex for the month of April. Aquarius and their ex for April 2020. You've got the 4 of Cups. Aquarius and their ex for the month of April. Knight of Swords. Aquarius and their ex for the month of April. You've got the Hierophant. Aquarius and their ex for the month of April. 3 of Pentacles. Aquarius and their ex for the month of April. Judgment. Aquarius and their ex for the month of April. King of Wands, which is interesting because you also had the Queen of Wands in the first spread. Aquarius and their ex for the month of April. Queen of Pentacles. Aquarius and their ex for the month of April. Ace of Cups, Aquarius and their ex for the month of April, and the Magician. Okay, so pretty interesting. And you do have Judgment right in the center of the reading. This does represent a new beginning, and a kind of reconciling a relationship rising from the ashes. So interesting that it's right in the center of the reading. Let's go ahead and start at the top. So you have the Four of Cups, the Knight of Swords, and the Hierophant. So there is unhappiness here as far as you and your ex. The Four of Cups is someone who is very kind of depressed, very unhappy, very unfulfilled. Perhaps maybe you've given up on your ex. I mean, that was something that, we're kind of seeing in the first spread with that Ten of Wands energy, which is kind of giving up hope. Maybe you feel like it's hopeless, it's not going to happen. But there is very unexpected energy here with the Knight of Swords. This means that it's all very unpredictable. Because, remember, you had the Soulmate card in the first spread. Now you have the Major Arcana Soulmate card here, the Hierophant. This can also represent the sign of Taurus, but this is kindred spirits, soulmates, soul family, just kind of knowing who you belong with. So there's still kind of a spiritual pull towards your ex, although there's some unhappiness here. This can definitely be also why you broke up. There's still, a sense of sadness over the loss of a relationship, but it can all change unexpectedly with the Knight of Swords. To me, this is like the Tower. Now, in the second row, again, we have this King of Wands. If you don't have a moon or rising in a fire sign and your ex is not an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, this can be that somebody has to take the lead. The King and the Queen of Wands represent leadership, taking action, so that there can be a new beginning, which definitely makes sense with this Three of Pentacles here. Because the Three of Pentacles does represent teamwork. This represents giving something your all, a lot of time and effort invested, giving something 110% to make it happen. And this would be a new beginning because you do have a second chance here with Judgment. This is a second chance to be happy. This is a relationship coming back to life. Again, it can be, if you don't have any fire in your chart and your ex is not a fire sign, that somebody has to take the lead, which would explain why you had the Emperor 2 times in the first spread. Now, down here, you've got an earth sign. Now, you've got Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, male or female, sun, moon, or rising. So, that, again, this can be your ex. It can also be you if you have a moon or rising and an earth sign. We also have this with the Magician. So, this is a lot like the Emperor, again, that you had 2 times in the first spread. The Magician means somebody has to take control here. This is about manifestation. So, you have this energy of manifesting a new beginning. You have the Ace of Cups. So, for the sign of Aquarius, I mean, you've got 2 new beginnings here, Judgment and the Ace of Cups, with the manifestation card, the Magician. This is, making magic happen. Because you have this card and the King of Wands, I feel the sign of Aquarius, you can manifest a new beginning with your ex. I do feel like you have to there's a lot of effort that has to be put in because there's a sense of unhappiness here with the Four of Cups. But there is definitely a strong energy here of a new beginning. Let's get a few more so we can get the rest of the message. What else does Aquarius need to hear about their ex for the month of April? You've got the Chariot, Aquarius, and their ex. Wow, so I'm pretty sure you had the Queen of Cups in the first spread. Now it's the King and the Ace of Swords. So some of you might be dealing with a Cancer. I mean, you have the King of Cups here, which would be Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, male or female, sun, moon, or rising. You also have the Chariot, which represents a sign of Cancer. But the Chariot also represents big changes in the relationship with your ex. Big movement, victory. It can be that maybe there can be a change in the relationship with your ex when they have a sense of clarity. We have the Ace of Swords. Although it can definitely be that your ex was very unexpectedly, again with the Knight of Swords, very unexpectedly changed their mind. The Ace of Swords does represent mental clarity. Again, a complete change of mind, seeing things from a different perspective, a clear head. So some of you could experience this new beginning, have a chance for this new beginning, Ace of Cups, Judgment, because someone has changed their mind or somebody just has clarity as far as how they feel about you. Okay, let's get a few more from the confirmation deck. What else does the sign of Aquarius need to hear about their ex for April 2020? Wow, so you have the Magician now 2 times. So now you've had the Emperor 2 times and the Magician 2 times. The Hangman. Yeah, it's like somebody has to take control here. Otherwise, nothing's going to happen. Yeah. The Ace of Cups 2 times. So there you go. And you have the Magician 2 times as well. Same card, different deck. So again, the Magician 2 times right there. Ace of Cups 2 times here. I mean, there's definitely a new beginning for the sign of Aquarius and their ex. And you've got 3 now. So again, the Ace of Cups 2 times. Here's 1. Here's the other one. And then you have Judgment. So strong energy of new beginnings for you. But somebody has to manifest this. You have the Magician 2 times. Somebody has to take control. And again, the first spread, the Emperor 2 times. It's like somebody has to take action. In the first spread, you had the Two of Swords as the first card. As if somebody does not want to maybe reach out to the other. Somebody doesn't want to apologize. Someone is refusing to make a decision or take action. And so we have the Hangman here. There is stuck energy between you and your ex. The Hangman means that you're in limbo. There is no kind of new beginning for you yet, but it is here. Again, this is a repeat card. There is a second chance for you and your ex, but it's like somebody has to do something with the Magician 2 times and the Emperor 2 times in the first spread. So somebody has to apologize. Somebody has to make the first move. Somebody has to take action. As long as both of you continue to maybe refuse to open up or refuse to talk about it, you do have the Hangman. So nothing's going to change until somebody kind of makes a decision, somebody breaks the ice. I mean, it's just like there is, kind of a huge message here of a new beginning, but it's kind of like, it's just kind of hanging there until somebody actually takes control. Somebody has to manifest this new beginning. Let me see if anything else stands out here. So, like I said, in the first spread, you did have the Queen of Cups, and now it's the King. So if your ex is not a water sign, and you don't have any water in your chart, this can definitely be being in touch with your emotions and your intuition. Either you or your ex or both of you, it can definitely be that maybe that is what is needed to make a decision. Because again, you also have the Ace of Swords. Somebody needs clarity as far as maybe how they feel about the other party. Somebody needs to change their perspective. But this can maybe, for some of you, can only happen when you're really kind of in touch with your emotions. But pretty crystal clear message here. I mean, this reading pretty much did itself on its own. I mean, there's a huge message here of new beginnings. Ace of Cups 2 times with Judgment and the Magician 2 times. It's just a matter of working together. Maybe getting over this energy of 4 of Cups, whatever it is that was creating unhappiness between you. Okay, Aquarius, this has been your love reading for April 2020. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll speak to you again next month.